Alright guys, doing another tutorial video tonight, and this is a big one. I know I don't have a lot of subscribers, but this is the one that is asked about most, and this is about character creation. Making some kind of menu that lets you customize your character before you even start your game, and that's what we'll be doing today. Obviously, we'll require stats too, as of all my videos require stats too, if you haven't figured it out already. And also, you have to go back and watch my save load tutorial because I am starting right after that. So I have this scene here with practically nothing on it except my character's save load, the game load, all the stuff from that video. So you do need to go back and watch that in order for this to properly work for us. And I'm just going to show a quick preview of where we were at with that. So all I have on my HUD is a save game and a quit game. Alright, and this is going to determine whether or not our character's saved with the new look or not. So please go back, watch that, otherwise you'll probably be lost about where I'm starting on this. So if you want a character creator, well, first of all, I'm gonna put in a model to our character just so we can actually see the real difference. I'm not gonna put cubes on his head and cubes on his torso like the other videos. We're gonna go with an actual model. So I went ahead and downloaded the Cinti Sci-Fi World. Obviously that's a really expensive package, so this works with obviously any character you have. I recommend Cinti though, just to follow along. It makes it easy. And a lot of the packages come with different hairstyles, some attachments and stuff that we can put into this. So to start, let's find ourselves a character that doesn't have a lot going on for them. So I'm going to add in some kind of human character here. This one here with a bald head. That works. Which one was that? Scavenger 2. Okay, so Scavenger 2 I'm going to drop in here. I'm just going to remove that skeleton too because that's annoying to look at. And I'm going to delete this mannequin here. And I am also going to be able to change the character between outfits as well. So let's see here. I'm going to use this one as well. Alright, so we'll go with a guy and a girl to start, to change between. So I'm going to get rid of all these. These will be our two models that we're working with. And I'm also going to add some hairstyles that we can change. Okay, so let's find some hair here. I'm going to try and find some gender neutral hair for them. Let's try that one. Okay, and let's try this one. That works. Anything else? Alright, we'll go with two hairstyles, two outfits. No, we'll go a couple hairstyles. Oops. Alright, so we're just setting this up now. So we got a couple hairstyles here now. And a couple outfits. And I've set up, so this, in order for this to work as well, I have set up some stats. So for under my character stats here, I've made 3 attributes and 3 stats. So this is going to be equipped head, so that will be for our hair. We've made an equipped outfit for our outfits, and equipped extra, so anything else that we think we could add on to this. So if you haven't done that yet, recommend doing that. I've set the values to 10 to give us like at least 10 different options of each, even though we're not going to go that high. And then make sure they're equipped to each other here, and then all added into your class. Alright, so that being said, so we got our hair, we got our outfits, and let's just find some other kind of attachments to add to the character customization. This isn't going to be too exciting of a character customization. I'm doing this pretty fast and pretty like simple. So we got some attachments here. Maybe extra could be skin color or something. Yeah, I think we'll do skin color instead. And for that, I'm going to create an empty under the character. And this will be skin color. I am butchering that right now. Alright, so let's see what we have to even work with skin color first of all, so we know. So we got that one, so we got brown. Yeah, so we'll go between white and brown. Okay, so we're going to create an empty. We're going to call this one white. And we're going to add a trigger on enable. We're going to change the material, if that's a thing in here. Change material of this to, let's see, where was this one sitting at? And then B is brown, I thinking. Okay, A alt, alright. So this one is going to be, sorry, which one was white? White is A. Alright, I think that was the right one. Yep. And this one is going to be brown. And the brown skin color was where? Alright, there it is there. Alright, so it's going to change the material of the female to that. And I'm going to rename these so we know it's female. White F. And brown F. And then I'm going to copy and paste those and do that for our male character. Alright. So I'm going to start off on the white though. So on enable, change material, that's good. Alright. Let's start with the UI. Then we'll get into the technical jumbo in a minute. So, assuming you've watched the save load system, because this is going to happen off the save load system, so if you have a new game save, we're going to activate the game reset. So, we're going to make our canvas and a panel. We got the panel. We're going to create an empty. This is going to be called our character creator. Alright, let's go ahead and get up here. And I'm going to scale this to the size of the panel. Make sure that's on stretch. And create an UI image. And this is going to be called creator menu. And we're going to make it something like that. Put it right here off to the side. And dumb down the color a little bit. Alright, so that will be our creator menu. And let's see. So, now that that is set, I'm going to deactivate that. And I'm going to add it into our game reset. So, on enable, we will set active the creator menu to true. Okay. And by default, our character is going to look like this. So when that creator's menu activated, I'm going to do a trigger on enable on the character creator. So on enable, we are going to change the camera shot. And I'm going to make a new camera shot. So game creator, view characters, camera shot, and this is going to be a follow target of the player. And I'm going to go ahead and just start this and see if I can line that up nicely. So there it is down there. We're going to want to put it there, a little closer, and we'll completely turn that around. Oh Jesus, what's happening? Not quite. right about there. That will be our character creator menu and camera shot. So I'm going to go ahead and save this component, or copy component, stop that, paste component values. I'm going to play it one more time, and then I'm going to copy the transform of it. I'm going to copy transform or component, and then I'm going to paste that component on this right now. There we go, so it's down there. And oh no, did I do that on the wrong camera shot? I did do that on the wrong camera shot. It's okay. I'll just turn this off from the main one and set this one as the main one and move that up here. And the main one I want to be 5 - 4 and have the component of the main camera. Don't worry about any of this. This is just OCD of me doing this, so. Alright, back to where we left off. So, on a new game, we've created the game creator, or character creator, and we're also going to turn off the character control. So player, there we go, character input is controllable to false. Save that. Alright, so with the canvas now and the character creator made, let's go ahead and make our stuff. So character creator menu, I'm going to create an empty, or not an empty, I'm going to create an image, and this is going to be our head. So I'm going to go ahead and put that right there, stretch it out a bit, put in a text, and let's make that black so we can read it, and scale it up to this thing, center that, and call it head. Alright, I'm going to save that. I'm going to make 2 buttons. No, I'm going to make 1 button actually, and it will just go through, it will just cycle one way instead of both ways because I'm lazy. So under head, we're going to get game creator UI button pro, put it back under head, center it out. I'm going to stretch it to the same size here, but I'm only going to make it 100 by 100. This text is going to say next, and make that a little bigger. Alright, I am going to duplicate I'm going to duplicate head, put it down here as outfit, and this outfit text, and then the last one is going to be skin color. Actually, outfit I'm going to rename to gender because that's technically what it is. Gender and gender, and then this one, skin color, is going to say skin color, skin. Okay, so that is the menu we're going to be dealing with. It's nothing special, it's pretty goddamn ugly if you ask me. And I'm just going to make these things a little more centered. Alright, as ugly as it is, I still want it to look nice, so there we go. And let's see, for the camera shot, and we'll just set that active, so set creator to active, input to false. And I don't think I have a new game ready, so it might not. Oh, I do have a new game ready. Okay, and then I'm going to add a continue button after that. So maybe I shouldn't have made it so small. Alright, move these back up here a bit. And add a new button, game creator UI button. Center that out. change this text to continue. Alright, that will be our very basic character creator. So, in order to get this rolling, we are going to do, let's see, for our head, well, we got to implement the stats that we made earlier too. So on our character, we're going to have to enable that or set that up. So we have that for skin color kinda. So we're going to add a trigger on skin color. So trigger on update, run conditions, add the conditions, slide them up there and add a branch. So if stats compare attribute, if the player, and let's go extra for the skin, right? So if the player's skin equals 0, then we will set active male white, which is still an F, and then female white to true, and set the brown to false on both of them. So false and false. I'm just going to go ahead and rename these so it is easier to read. So white male, brown male. Alright, so that will set our character's colors now. So that's only if our equip extra equals 0. Then we're going to branch that, so if player equip extra equals 1, then we will set brown to true on both. So brown female, brown male, and white female to false, white male to false. Okay, that's our skin color. Now we'll go to our skin button in the menu, and let's see, skin color button, and that button will, let's see, we will change the attribute of the player extra, and we will set to 1. Actually, we will run conditions. Run conditions. These conditions will be if stat player extra equals 0, then we will turn that stat extra into 1. Branch. If player extra equals 1, then we will set to 0. Alright, does that make sense? Let's give that a quick shot. Starting a new game, we will hit the next button on skin. Now we are brown, white, brown, white. Nice and easy. And also, no, not also, that works. Okay. Next will be gender, and this will be just as easy because it's only 2 options. It's the hair that's going to give us a little trouble just simply because there's more than 2 hairstyles. But we'll get into that when we do. So for gender, we are going to create an empty called gender under the player. No, we're not. We're just going to copy and paste skin color, and then we're going to rename that gender. Alright, so on update, we will run the gender conditions that are already here. So if player, not equip extra, but equip outfit equals 0, then we will set active the current gender we are right now. So that would be, where am I? So we will set female to true, male to false. Okay. I'm going to copy that branch. If player equipped equals 1, then we will set male to true, female to false. Nice and easy. Let's go back up to our character creator's gender button, and I'm just simply going to copy and paste this button's conditions. Copy component, and let's paste that component, and on the button we will run the conditions and slide the conditions up there. So if player outfit equals 0, then we will set player outfit to 1, and if player outfit equals 1, then we will set player outfit to 0. Now let's give that a shot, mixing genders and skin colors. Now we're male, now we're female. So my male started off brown, so I'm going to go ahead and change that. So it shouldn't have started off brown, that's odd. Either way, it still worked, but I would like to figure out why. Give me 1 second, I'll be right back. Okay, so I figured it out. It's because I had my skin color, everything under my skin color was still active. I had to turn all these off, and then it worked just fine. And same with the gender, I'm going to turn all those off. And everything should be just fine at this point. I'm also going to rename this to outfit. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys that now that it works. So default we start off as this, and we can change the color back to white, white, brown, white, white, brown, white, etc. Alright, next is going to be our hair. So let's create an empty, we're going to call it head, and let's see how many hairs did we have here. So we got 3 hairs this time. So we're going to create an empty here, call this hair 0, so that will be for our bald head. So trigger on enable. Is it on enable? What did I do for these? Yeah, on enable. So trigger on enable. We are going to set active female hair to false, male hair to false, female hair again to false. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and duplicate that. Now this one's going to be, we are going to set female hair to true with the other ones being false. Duplicate that again. This one's going to be false and this one's going to be true. And then one more time. This one is false, this one is true. Alright, we're going to turn all those off, and we're going to write the triggers for this. So copy component, paste component, and then we're going to copy the conditions and paste the conditions. Slide these conditions up here so it's not the gender, it's the head. So if player head or player equipped head equals 0, then we will set active hair 1 to true. Alright, and now it's going to be copy that branch. If player head equips equals 1, we will set this one to true. Duplicate that. Oh, I just deleted that. That's nice. Okay, so try that again. Player 1 equals 1, we will set number 1 to true. Duplicate that. Number 2, we will set number 2 to true. And lastly, number 3, set number 3 to true. Okay. Now, this is going to be a little different than the rest of them, just simply because there's not just 2 options, there's 4 options. So, for the head, the button, we are going to, I think we're going to make a couple buttons and just overlap them. So each one of these buttons will be for different hairstyles. So this button is going to set active, or no, not set active, sorry. This will set our stats, attribute, player head. We're going to set that to 1 because this is 0. So we want to go next to 1 and then set active self to false. Also, actually, you know what? Not set active self to false. We're going to do something else instead. Under the head, so if this is enabled, we will set active the button for that to true. If this one's enabled, we'll set this button for it to true. And then this one. And then this one. Button 3 to true. Okay. So this button now is going to equip head to 1 and then set self to false. Yeah. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and do that again. Stats, attribute, player head, set to 2 this time. Set self to false. Okay, then this one, oops, stats, attribute, head, set to 3, set self to false. Then the last one, stats, attribute, we are going to set the player head to 0, and then set active self to false. Now that should work. Oh. Alright, and let's give that a shot. Hair, 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 no hair. Oh, okay, that didn't work. So, last button was what? Player equipped head 0 set to false. So, head, if player head equals 0, set hair 0 to true. This is going to set all those to true and the button to true, so why didn't that work? I'm going to turn this button off. And maybe we'll try that again. So you can see it gets a little trickier when you start adding more than 2 options. Yeah, that is what's going on there. That should set... I'm going to change these all on to update. On update. On update. Let me try that one. Why is it not moving to the next one? I don't get it. I'll be right back. I'm going to figure that out. Okay, so I realized that these buttons aren't turning off after we press them, so I'm going to add a disable on here as well. So on trigger, disable, we are going to set active the button to false. I'm going to copy that, paste that on all of these. And then I'm going to give that a shot. Still doesn't want to get to the last button. Be right back, figuring that out again. Okay, another mistake. I shouldn't have put these to update either. These are going to go back onto enable, because I realize it's constantly enabling that, setting the buttons to true for me. So we don't want that. And then I'm going to give this a shot now. Try that one more time here. Why? I'm going to try another thing. So I'm going to put the button functions that are in the hair, I'm going to take these out. And I'm going to do that all within the buttons up there. Alright, so let's get rid of these. Can't promise you this will work, but we're going to learn together. Alright, so that's still all true to what they do for the hair. So now these buttons. So starting with the beginning button, you're going to set equip 1 so the hair works. Set that button to false, and we're going to set the next button to true. So button 1 is going to be true. Paste that. Button 2 will be true here. Paste. Button 3 will be true. And then paste button. First button will be true. That should work. Theoretically speaking, that should work. Boom, 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 boom. So it works, the buttons work, but it's not changing the hairstyles. What's that? I think it's because I'm not setting them false on here either. So instead of setting them false on the actual hair itself, wait a minute. Yeah, okay, so right here I'm going to say, God, this is so confusing as soon as you start adding more than one option. So when hair 0 is true, we're going to set the rest of the hairs to false. Okay, so false, false, false. I don't think this is going to work either, to be honest. False, false, false. So that was hair 1. Okay, now hold on. What did I do here? So hair 0, true. The rest is false. Hair 1 to true. The rest is false. Hair 3. To true. Okay, and then this one all false again. 2, 3. I don't think that's actually going to work, but we'll see. Okay, it almost works. We missed something here in the middle that's not doing the one here, but so that would be what? This button, set 1 to true, self to false. Set button 2 to true, self to false, and it's going to equip hair 1. 2, equip 3, equipped 4. Okay, so when this one's activated, it deactivates those. It's that to true, to true, to true. And it's got to be in here. So 0, set hair 0 to true. 1 will set hair 0, 1 to true. 2 will set hair 0, 1 to true. No, that's what the problem is. We want to set hair 0, 2 to true. And then hair 0, 3. Okay, this is it. This works now. I promise you it works. So bald head, 1, 2, 3. Bald head, 1, 2, 3. So on and so forth. And now, because I have save load, okay, my continue button doesn't do anything either, so continue button will set active to the creator, game creator, to false. It will change the camera shot back to the main camera shot, which was this one at the top, I believe. And I put that above setting the character creator to false because this button is within the character creator. And then we are going to save the game. Alright. And then also we are going to make our character controllable. So button, input, player input is controllable. Save. I'm going to go ahead and turn this menu off now. And I'm going to go to the main menu scene here. And we're going to test this right from the start. Alright, so a new game should initiate the character creator. Perfect. We'll go get some hair in here. Alright, that's what we're going to go with here. So that's me now. I'm going to go ahead and save the game, and then quit the game. And then I'm going to continue. Okay, so it's still activating this camera, so that's a bug. We're going to fix that. Oops. So game load, on start run, if not has save game, set game reset to true, and set active character creator to true as well. If not has save game, destroy game reset and destroy character creator. Perfect. Now figure out which one of these is my main camera here. That's the main. That is not. So that on enable, we want to change that camera shot to that. Alright. Thinking that should work now. And what does that do? Let's control. Okay. Alright. That should do her. Let's try that one more time. And now I have a save game, so I'm going to have to delete it. Let's try that from the start. Gender, skin, hair. Okay, and it should save when I close that, so I'm not even going to hit save. I'm going to hit quit game. And then I'm going to continue. Alright, well it works, but my camera shot is not wanting to change. So what I'm going to do now, instead, it shouldn't have to be this sloppy, but it's going to have to be this sloppy. So on game load, if has save game, I'm going to change the camera shot back to, whoops, change camera shot to the main shot. Alright, one more try. Let's try that again. This video is starting to get really long. So delete game. New game. Skin, head, continue. Quit. Continue. There we have it. Functioning character creator. Finally. It only took 40 minutes. But there you go. That is it.